Okay guys, welcome to the stream. First of all, we are watching a highlight video to pump up your feelings. Many of you guys have seen this, but we think it's nice. What do you think, Henkka?
I think it's a good video and a good way to bring up the hype into the competition. I really like the effort made by Dot and Juhisin for this video.
Yeah. I think this is the best way to introduce our tournament thing that I've ever seen. So really thanks to them. And it's nice, a plane flying over and to all the locations, all the teams, different countries. I guess, was it Australia or New Zealand? This is New Zealand that we are seeing, and now the identity crisis, I guess. From Baltimore, the only team coming from States this time. But they are quite strong.
They're strong and they're a smart team.
Yeah.
They're a smart team, so I'm really looking forward to playing them in Europe.
Yeah, and tons of experience. Some of them have been playing like for over 20 years. That's much. And our favorites, or one of them.
Yeah, Gothenburg. That will be fun. It is a strong team, and they're really strong on their home side. So it will be nice how they will be in France. If they can bring their A game there, or if they're just home team players.
And Stockholm. I give my big heart to Artful Dutcher. One of the guys who have a really big role in my gameplay, teaching me when I was a kid.
Yes, Jocke, we love you. Then Legacy, your team, Nico. That's gonna be fun. I think you have an upward going trend in your competition lately. From Swedish and Finnish nationals.
I think it too. And we saw SFP, a strong background, and God and Pals. Yeah, bunch of lessers.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. New roster, new arena, and I'm motivated. I'm really looking forward to this place, Belfort, to go there and beat the best of the best in the world at the moment.
And the 4 teams from France. This video is showing the Belfort site from the sky. Not all of these teams are from that site though, but all the French teams. Yeah. And it will be, of course, something that we want to keep an eye on. How will they develop their 1 shot per second game throughout the tournament?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, and I don't have any experience. Well, some experience. Some of the French players have been in Finnish and Swedish nats, but luckily we're going to have a French player coming on the stream also and talking about their home site and their teams from France.
Yeah, Garnard or Matisse as his first name. Okay, so hi everyone and welcome to our stream once more. First of all, we're gonna go through the schedule so you know a bit what to expect from the stream, and after a while we will see a table of the schedule, and then we are gonna introduce each other because me and Henkka have a long history together. So, and yeah, let's wait for the schedule screen. Okay, and just one minor adjustment I'm gonna make. Yeah, good. So we're gonna go through a bunch of different events. So French format first, and telling a bit of our insights, and then solo, and we have Milky as a guest speaker coming as well. And as you can see, we have 2 general discussions, a bit more of length, and we wanted not to show so much of the pure grids and the color tables, so we want to keep this interactive between us and between the stream. So just post your comments and questions to the chat, and we try to answer those as well.
Yeah, any questions will be fun, so we have more to discuss, discuss here as well. So please do ask questions on the way.
And we are gonna have one break because we really need that between the two long parts, and we spare the strawberry till the end. So comp, which is the main event, and there we even go through the grids, explaining a bit how the system works. And we have written down the names for all the teams, and we have put them into a Tough Viking bag, and we're gonna do the lottery in front of you for Elim and Comp.
Yeah. But yeah, so the guys hosting this stream, the main host is Niko Nyrkänen, aka Xylitol, and he is one of the persons that has been a driving force, especially, well, globally for the laser tag community, but especially in Finland and Nordic. He has been a major motivation for a lot of young guys, and bringing up the new style of like the gameplay and non-covering rules to Finland from the States, and also a huge sparring partner for me in my early days. We used to play a lot against each other, with each other, and he taught me a lot of good things. So huge respect for Xylitol in the laser tag community, and I think he deserves it.
Thanks, Henkka. Thanks. This warms my heart quite much. As Henkka referred to us, me and my team bringing the rules from the States, this 1 shot per second and no covering rules. So here you see a shirt. This is actually from the first Worlds, so the backside of the official shirt. Worlds in San Diego in 2003. And it was a tough change. We forced kind of here in Finland. First everyone was against it, but in the end people like Henkka have been praising us for that. But yeah, Henkka next to me. We call him Henkka. Real name is Henrik Dahlman, which is kind of a Swedish name, as some of the Finns have. AKA Darkomen, captain of the glorious team called GP, God and Pals. And well, yeah, that tells you something. So a smart player. Maybe descriptive for Henkka is that you don't do so much of dodges and moves. You play kind of statically, minimizing the moves, but being ultra effective in every step you make. And you also referred to the history, so I remember in 2007, that was kind of your turning point year when you became a really strong player, and we knew if you are gonna continue to play, you are gonna be like one of the best. And our prediction was right.
Well, thank you. So nice words, kind words, thank you.
Yeah, but that was enough for us, and we have two guests, Milky, the multi-world champion from 2011, and Carnard Mathis from France. He speaks excellent English, so he's gonna tell a bit from the French point of view about the French format and gameplay in general. Okay, but maybe firstly, we could talk a bit about the French format, and if you guys have any questions or comments about the French format in chat, we try to follow and have a bit of discussion with you guys as well. But what is really different with French format compared to all the other events is that we use rapid fire rate. 4 shots per second. Three shots per second, whereas the other events we only use 1 shot per second. How do you think that's gonna change things?
Well, I think that's gonna be interesting, especially for Nordic players, because we have been used to play one shot per second, and also in the US, 1 shot per second for such a long time.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a game changer for us, and I think that's gonna be something to look after. Especially shout out to Cobras from Australia and New Zealand. They are used to playing like fast games, 2 shots per second. So I think this is gonna be an event that they can shine in and be really good at.
Yeah.
And the other discussion is that we always play with base evac rules, and in French format here at Worlds there is not going to be any base evac for the defending players.
Yeah.
So the defending players can wake up or stay as dead inside the base.
Exactly.
So a lot of new things for us, but I'm always up for a challenge, and I'm looking forward to this, and I think it's gonna be fun to play this event and see how it turns out.
And actually, I just remembered we were gonna play in the same team even. So
Yeah, that too. That's gonna be interesting to see. We have some good and bad tournaments when we have played together, but I guess this is gonna suit us and our team.
Yeah, there was actually a question: will there be reloads? And somebody already answered. Taylor from France that no, there is no reloads in French format. What I think about the multi shots per second, no matter when it's 2 or 3 or 4, I think people start like roaming around rapidly, like walking as fast as you can without running becomes a bit more effective than in 1 shot per second. And you can really recognize that in the French and Australasian style of gameplay. They do a lot of rapid roaming around, and that is probably partly because of the settings.
Yeah, and of course dodging is a lot harder.
Yeah.
If someone can shoot 3 shots per second, it's a lot harder to dodge 3 shots in 1 second than 1.
Yeah.
And I think it takes away some of the extra movements you can do and bait out shots with 1 shot per second.
Yeah.
That we do a lot in Finland and Sweden, that you bait out one shot from your opponent and then you rapidly come back and shoot him. So with 3 shots a second you cannot, there is no point really in baiting out 1 shot because there is 2 more in the same second.
Yeah.
So.
I would say like my evaluation is that with 1 shot per second you have to be one of the world's best kind of dodgers or world's best best players to sneak behind a wall like Milky to have it like ultra athletic performance like your team, but with the French settings, so all of the teams have to be quite athletic. There is no static style in that sense to fix every situation.
Mm.
That's how it feels.
Yeah. And of course, you have played in your early days. You played fast games with 4 shots, 2 shots per second.
Well, three or 4, yeah, depending on the.
That's why I don't really have that much input. I have only played like practice games with fast shots, like 2 shots per second when I started. But that's why it's gonna be a completely new challenge for me. But it's gonna be fun, and also it's gonna be a good training. Because we have a major goal outside of this discussion to go to Australia to play their nationals with GP.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be like the first step for us to see how fast games work and what we can do in order to practice.
It's probably important for you just to give the first kind of experience, and then you know a bit what to practice for. But now it's really hard for us because we actually don't have a good basis. Mine was like something like 13 years ago, so I have some experience, but yeah, such a long time, and it was in my early days. But there are actually some things I miss. So like it's not so black and white that one shot per second is good in my mind and the other one isn't. So for example, when you